So now we're going to talk about something that we never talk about, and that's interest rates. Are they crashing? It's not like we ever cover this topic, but at Mr. Cool Name 2784 says, I'd like to ask if you think we will ever see 3% mortgage rates again. But I feel like that's almost asking, what year do you think the sun burns out? Your response was, I don't see 3%, but nothing's impossible, I suppose. So, Mike, is there a scenario where we could get back at any point in the next 5 years to 3% interest rates?
So let's make sure we're talking about the right interest rate. I believe this was around mortgage rates. So it's not Fed funds. It's not this. It's not. So let's get that out of the way. So I believe it's mortgage rates. And let's call it a 3 handle, not only 3 zeros. So 399 would count.
Okay.
I don't see 3.99 as the average interest rate in the next couple of years being probable, certainly. Is it possible? Anything could happen.
Right.
We could shut the economy down again, but it's not. It's a couple of standard deviations. Some might call it a black swan away. I also think that's really the wrong question. I believe over the next, I think he said 5 years. I believe over the next 5 years, interest rates are going to average below 6, and they might even average 5. That's certainly not 399, but it's historically low. Yep. And also it's not 7. I mean, there are a lot of people calling for a housing crash because we're going to go to 8, 9, 10% interest. Let me also answer it this way. I think 3.99 is more possible than a 10% mortgage rate. Both are possible, but if you're going to say what's more likely, I would say 399 to give you an example of how unlikely I think 10% is. So that's kind of where I fall down on that.
To put it into perspective, too, for those folks out there who are wondering about a 5% average, when I bought my first duplex, this rental back in 2018, I got a 5% interest rate. I got quoted as high as a 6% interest rate. And I didn't take that one, obviously. But 5% is not nearly as scary or bad as some of the 7.5s I've looked at recently.
Yeah.